What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade, back with another Division 2 video. Today is Monday, August 16th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. As I do every Monday, my friends, today I would like to take some time, go over some of the feedback that you've sent the channel, and try to answer any questions that you send along as well. Now, as always, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family, and if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for an Xbox Series S, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. The winner will be announced on October 2nd of this year, and once again, to clarify, you do not need to join as a member to enter this contest. We do have monthly prizes for membership. However, for the Xbox, like I said, all you need to do is subscribe or follow on Twitter. Having said that, let's get into today's video. So the first thing I'd like to talk about today has to do with a tweet that the Division just put out earlier this morning. It says the servers will shut down for maintenance on Tuesday, August 17th at 9:30 CEST, and once you click on the link, it sends you to the following page. You can see here that under the maintenance notes, they say that they're going to activate season skips for Season 6. And what that means is now you're going to have the opportunity to buy anything in the seasonal reward track that you may have missed before, so that does give you that opportunity. And really quick, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to one of our subscribers, Rob, who clarified what that meant. I woke up, I saw the tweet, and I'm like, they're skipping the rest of Season 6. We're getting into Season 7. This is great. And he's like, no, dude, just pump the brakes. Here's what's actually happening. So again, Rob, thank you so much, my friend. Now, at this point in time, as I'm recording this video, you can see that the Belfry League starts tomorrow, and then a week from tomorrow, we get the final global event in the season. And at that point, that may be when Season 7 starts. However, as soon as I get any confirmation, I will definitely pass it along. And once again, really quick, as far as the seasonal skip goes, from what I can gather online and from talking to different people and help from you guys, it's basically giving you the ability to buy your way through the season. I don't know what the cost is per shade level, but remember, we still have at least 2 weeks in the season left at this point. Moving on, my friends, I'd now like to talk about Gamescom, and most of you know that it is next week. It starts August 25th, and a lot of you have been reaching out to the channel asking, do I think they're going to be talking about anything in regards to the Division universe? So the good thing is Ubisoft is known for doing some pretty lengthy reveals when they're at Gamescom, so I'm really hoping some of that has to do with the Division. Now, if we look at the timeline that we were given, we should be getting some information really soon. As you've heard me say recently, my friends, I'm just being cautiously optimistic. I know there is a lot of things going on at the game right now. They're working on a lot of different components in the Division universe, and there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. However, the game has made it very clear they're not going to talk about anything until they know it's ready. Now, another question a lot of you have is, do I think that they're going to introduce Division 2 content, or new Division 2 content by the end of this year? And to be honest with you, I don't see that happening until the beginning of next. And once again, to clarify, the Division Heartland and Division 2 content or new content, whatever it may be, those are two totally separate things. So we have both of those things to look forward to. The question is when we will see it. One more thing I'd like to mention really quick before we move on from Gamescom. I will be live streaming the entire event. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be released, different games, different things we're going to be covering here at the channel. And as always, as soon as I have the streaming information, I will definitely post it, and hopefully you guys can stop by. Next, my friends, I'd like to take some time and talk about some of the player feedback that you've sent the channel. And one thing that I've heard from a lot of people who are playing this game is if you are going to be calling for backup, so you're playing, you need help, make sure you're actually ready to do what you're calling, for backup for when you actually make the call. And what I'm referring to is this, and I'll use myself as an example. Let's say, for instance, I see on the screen someone's calling for backup, they're doing a bounty, and I want to help. So I join their group, and when I wind up joining them, I'm just standing with them in the base of operations. They're doing re-calibration or something, and I'm like, what am I doing here? And then what happened to me was this. I wound up getting a private message from someone saying, dude, why'd you bail on my group? I can't believe you did that, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I was like, I waited 7 minutes, and I actually timed it. I waited 7 minutes for you to finish crafting whatever you were doing so I could help. You didn't do anything, so I bailed. So again, my friends, be aware of what's going on. The last thing I'd like to talk about today has to do with a bunch of messages I've been getting over the last few weeks from people asking, is it worth to buy the Warlords of New York expansion? They didn't do it, and my friends, without a doubt, that is an absolute yes. Now, I happen to be bringing this up for a few reasons. First of all, it goes to the point of when people say the game is dead, the game is not dead. There are new and returning players jumping back in all the time. Is the game slow? Absolutely 100%. But when we get that new content, it will definitely jump back up. Now, getting back to Warlords, we all know what happened when that DLC came out. There was the damage glitch, and then subsequently a lot of people got banned. So people either didn't buy the DLC at all, or once they got banned, they didn't bother returning. So for those of you that are just buying the DLC now, and for those of you that are just getting back into the game since Warlords, you are going to find that there is so much for you to do in this game. So again, it is definitely worth your time. And as I start to wrap this video up, one thing I want to say, and this is something you hear me say pretty frequently at the channel, is that if you're watching my content or any Division 2 content whatsoever, you're obviously a fan of the game, you're still playing. Yes, we're all hoping for that new content soon, and I know once we get it, a lot of people will be returning as well. As always, my friends, I'd like to take a moment and thank you all for your continued support of this channel, especially during the slow time. And one thing I want to mention really quick is I just got into live streaming last week. I'll be doing one tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, just playing some survival from the first game. I sincerely hope you guys have the time, swing by. It's really one of my favorite things to do right now because we get to chat, just talk about the game, different things that are going on. So again, my friends, if you have the time, I would love to see you there. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Combatants detected.